Happy Navratri to all. Welcome to Voyage. Let's renew through Navratri. What a beautiful timing. Today our session is a spiritual journey to renew yourself, renew ourselves. What is Navratri, which many of us know, and where it is being celebrated, we also know that. And the purpose of the Navratri, Shakti, Bhakti, Mukti, and Yukti. And power of number 9. And how this number 9 takes us to 9 days of celebration and rejuvenation. Benefits. Experience the ultimate divine Shakti within. And the practices, the actions, and our sankalpa. I am rejuvenated. I experience Shakti, Bhakti, Mukti, and Yukti. And meditation with self-awareness and Jyoti. I am Satya Kalra, your host of the program and founder of Path to Anandam. Navratri comes twice a year. Chaitra Navratri, which is also known as Ram Navami. And the second one is Dashera, which comes right after Shraddh. Sometime in October, September, depending on the lunar calendar. And we all celebrate. People celebrate in many different ways. Fasting is the one, very top one, which many people practice that. Worships, prayers, jagrans, seva, donations, meditations, many different practices. And it is celebrated all over the world now, not just in India, but globally. By honoring the divine feminine energy for 9 days as a mother goddess, her saguna roop, her duality roop, where we actually see and worship the images, icons of Ma Durga, which is in the forms, and then of course non-duality form where we experience the Shakti. So these are the 9 days of self-renewal, cleansing ourselves, energizing, uplifting our body, mind, and soul. So 9 days of a spiritual journey for self-purification, transformation, and realizing our true being. Who am I? I am no different than Supreme Power, Supreme Shakti, Chit Ananda, and experience happiness, peace, Anandam within. So this 9 days, I was thinking about it, and all of a sudden the message comes, what is the power of number 9, which is a mystical, transformative number. And this is the number of universal love, compassion, humanity. And as we know, any number multiplies by 9. Eventually it reduces back to 9. 9 times 2, 18 equals to 9. Multiply by 3 equals to 27. Again 2. Plus 9, plus 7 equals to 9. So whatever you do, you multiply with any numbers and it will end up with 9. So 9 is the self-sustaining number. It does not need the help from any other numbers, which is eternal. And it is known to be holds the universal force. And actually, if we look at it from human biology, that the pregnancy is for 9 months, which is a completion and wholeness. Our 9 different openings in the body, which is called Navdwara. In Bhagavad Gita, it says Navdwars. And Ayurveda identifies 9 different nadis to diagnose any disease. And for medical science, it's known as that the healing follows 9 days or 9 weeks after cycle. And then also the brain waves. See, when we are very active, beta waves, then we start becoming calmer, alpha, beta, gamma. All these keep going down and down, but it multiplies with 90. So the more it is, it enhances our inner being, our cognism, our peaceful stage. And it says that fasting for 9 days boosts immunity and detoxification also. And here there is a no Durga. So fasting for 9 days consists with the mystic power of number 9. And then Nomi and Ram Nomi, which is a peak of the spiritual power, the transformation. And then we do the Kanya Puja, 9 Devi ki puja karte hain, represents the completion of the purification process. And in our Vedic wisdom, it's Navgreh, which also relates to the destiny of the individual. And actually does not just stop in our part in Hinduism or Vedic, but also in Buddhism. There are the 9 different levels of consciousness. And as Christianity, Jesus died at the 9th hour. So the number 9 unites spirituality, science, and daily life. And actually, it is known as the number of angels. So angels hold this number, 9. So it's a very mystical number. So purpose of Navratri, time to revive Tamso Ma Jyotirgamya. And we honor the feminine energy, the universal consciousness. But the main purpose is to remove the darkness, the ignorance, our vices, and attain wisdom, as it says in Bhagavad Gita. Where does these vices come from? It's in chapter 2, 62 and 63. Dhyayato Vishan Punsa. Sangasteshu Pujayate, Sanga Sanjayate Kama. Kama Krodho Bijayate. Krodha Bhavati Sammoha. Sammoha Buddhi Nasho. Sprati Branchad Buddhi Nasho. Buddhi Nasha Pranshati. In other words, whatever we think, if we think the worldly desires, then we want more. If they are fulfilled, we want more. Not fulfilled, we get angry. And we develop a lot of attachment. And during this process, our memory gets tarnished that who we are such Chit Ananda, but we are lost in the worldly things and lost our true being, that peaceful life, because now we are just absorbed with the worldly desire. So our memory is gone. Then we get upset, we get greedy, we get attached. All these cause the buddhi nasha, lose our wisdom, who we are. And once that happens, the disasters, so desires lead to the disasters. And we cannot experience divine Shakti, blissful state. We sometimes feel sick. So the secret here is the purpose of Navratri is to remove the darkness, experience of our true nature, our supreme consciousness within, and experience our healthy body, peaceful mind, and connection to that supreme power, and attain that ultimate happiness, love, peace, Anandam. So basically, as you can see, I put it here, this is a program, 9 days program for self-purification, transformation, and self-realization. So ultimately get healthy, happy, and harmonious life. So we remove all this anger, hypocrisy, which is in Bhagavad Gita, in chapter 16, verse 4, that conceited nature, harshness, hypocrisy, ignorance, this is what we have to cross it. And ultimately experience that light within. Who am I? So experience the divine mother nature. Mother, goddess, who is Trinity, which is called Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, which came from Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh had created this Ma Durga Shakti, which is the Ma Durga, the remover of Durgati, obstacles, and give the love and Shakti. Durga Ma, this is also sits in the third chakra in the body, Manipura chakra, which is a chakra of the courage. She gives the courage to face any difficulties in our life. And then Lakshmi Ma, which comes in the heart with the fourth chakra, with bhakti, and also known as Lakshmi, the goddess of prosperity, which help us to sustain our life. And then it comes Saraswati, Gyan, in the chakras, in the 6 chakras, third eye chakra, wisdom, which gives us a peace. This is a chakra of peace, which help us, gives us the wisdom that you need a Shakti and Bhakti, but along with Shakti, Bhakti, you need the Mukti. And Ma gives the Mukti from all these worldly desires and attachments and difficulties, help us to give with the courage and with love and compassion. And then we finally become a Gunatit. We go beyond that, and that takes us to who we are, Chit Ananda. So we ultimately experience love, peace, Anandam, Chit Ananda. So actually, this power of 9 days, 9 numbers, 9 nights. So these are the 9 nights, which is, I call it, this is a spiritual journey where we transcend. Actually, it's a step-by-step process, and these are the different stages. So first 3 days is for self-purification, removal of vices, which known as Durga Ma. So it's to worship the Ma Durga. And then for self-transformation, Lakshmi Ma, Bhakti, true prosperity. So that from 4th day to 6th day, worship Lakshmi Ma. And then from 7th to 9th, Saraswati Ma, Mukti, mother of, goddess of Mukti, wisdom. So going through this transformation, we go from the tamasic, which is our ignorance nature, to rajasic nature, worldly nature, and then sattvic, sadhu sant ki tarah. You know, the one who lives like a very simple life, and then eventually become Gunati. So eventually transcend, as Lord Krishna said to Arjuna, go beyond your limitations. Nistray guna bhav Arjuna. So this is the process. So these 9 Devis, Ma Durga has 9 forms. So each 3 Devis have 3 different forms now. So it becomes total 9 forms. And these 9 forms are worshipped every day. And as we know, Durga Devi Puja as night. That's why it is called Tamsik Devi, because it's night is considered to be a tamsic, darkness. But by worshipping, we convert this tamsic nature, tamsic, into the sattvic. So this importance of these 9 Shaktis, 9 forms of Durga, relates to the Navratri. Because some people ask me why it is called Navratri. Some people call Nav Durga. So the 3 main Devis, number 1 Devi, Ma Durga. And then it is considered to be 3 forms of Devi, Durga, Lakshmi and Saraswati. And then further 9 comes Shelputri, day 1, which is today is the first day, or some people consider it was yesterday was the first day. But it's the Shelputri that gives you the strength, Himalayas. It's known as the Himalayas, daughter of Himalayas. So this gives us strength and devotion. Brahmacharni, tapasvi, and self-discipline. That's why we do the fasting and a lot of practices, because it reminds us that we should be in self-discipline during these 9 days. And Chandraghata, courage and protection again. And Kushmanda, day 4th, cosmic creation and energy. Skandamata, Mamta ki Devi, motherhood and nurturing. And Katyani, power, willpower, and not compromising with any value system. So proper justice. And Kalratri, again, destruction of darkness. And Mahagori, white, she wears the white clothes and is the symbol of purity and peace and ultimate freedom. Freedom, that's the ultimate mukti. And Siddhidatri, wisdom and spiritual perfection. That comes the yukti part. And as we know this beautiful stuti, Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu, Bhakti Rupena Sanstita, Shakti Rupena Sanstita, Saraswati Rupena Sanstita, Karuna Rupena Sanstita. It's all given there. All these 9s are put in that stuti form, and each one, like Shama Rupena Sanstita, Nidra Rupena Sanstita, Shanti Rupena Sanstita, all these virtues are beautifully put in that stuti. So Mother Durga is not just an image or a statue. She's the formless, divine Shakti, ultimate Shakti, universal consciousness. So how to celebrate Navratri and get Ma's blessings? So fasting for body, mind, and soul, that is the ultimate spiritual practice. And it says not just the body, not just refraining from the food, but also refraining from the negativity of the mind and also connecting to the soul. So first thing, of course, we can all relate to eat healthy food, sattvic food, vegetarian fruits, nuts, whatever is we like. And also have a good company, not the company of people who gossip and have more negativity. But live in mass consciousness. Everything, Jai Mata Di, or Om Mantra, whatever is. And then follow the teachings of Ma. And practice the goodness. And I always put these 5 monkeys: think good, see good, hear good, speak good, eat good, and then do good. Ultimately, do the seva and develop the divine qualities. Abhay Satya Samsudhir. It's beautifully given in chapter 16, verse 1, starting from 1. And then, of course, do yoga, meditation, prayers, and then let go, surrender. So these are the 9-day practical approaches with the calendar. That 9 days self-purification and self-transformation and blissful journey to experience divine Shakti. So 9 days of fasting for self-purification, transformation, and self-realization. But we must live in awareness, live in the consciousness of Mother Goddess. We had a beautiful previous session on awareness, so that we can apply here those practices, because all these sessions are not the substitute, like you go from one session to another. They all build upon each other. So whatever we learn, we can start practicing now and keep expanding our practices. So again, I put it in the 3 J's: Jagrati, Jyoti, joy. So do our thoughts, our eyes, our ears, everything, mind, body, fasting. So with the thoughts, so fasting of the mind with pure thoughts, good thoughts, peaceful thoughts, purity of the eyes by seeing divinity everywhere, purity of ears by listening to maybe bhajans, good parvachans, or even regular talks, but with loveful, peaceful talk, and purifying our nadis with our pranayam. And with our mouth, we should speak good. कहते कि वाणी की शुद्धि. In Gita, it says very beautifully, Anudvekaram vakyam satyam parhitam cha. So dhyaya abhyasnam vanmai tapuchyate. This is a week of tap. So we have to do the vani ka tap. We have to do the mind ka tap. Manso matvam. Bhav shuddhir. We have to do the man ki shuddhi, mind ki shuddhi, with having a pure intentions. And then speak with love and compassion. Do akshar prem ke. And then practice silence as much as possible. But we should also pay attention to if we are fearful for any reasons, live in awareness and find out if we are fearful about any situations, worried, then we should focus on that. And then with our faith. So we practice all this with having the faith that God, Mother Durga, Goddess Mother, the divine Shakti is always with me. So we should continue to practice. So very first day is a practice, of course, with yoga, meditation. But we should pay attention to that. What am I worried about? So we should just pray to Supreme Power for giving us the courage to go through whatever challenges we are facing. And here is the calendar. Tomorrow is the stress-free day. So again, it comes from the fear. And then comes anger, and then resentment. Whatever, this is all the purification of the mind, tapasya. If there is any egoism in us, pay attention to it. How I speak. Am I worry free, or am I with worry or any expectations? Anipeksha suchi duksha. So we have learned so much from Bhagavad Gita that we can practice. This is a time to practice. And free from all, this is where the Shakti, Bhakti, Mukti, Yukti, liberation comes. and then let go, let go, let go. So just for 9 days, do our tapasya, live in mass consciousness, and practice the teachings of Ma, as you can see here, with her Trishul, Bhala, Talwar, here, Shank. All these are there, and each one gives us a chakra, means Krishna Bhagavan's chakra. Always live with the righteousness and do whatever is necessary to do with happiness, not just because I have to do. And if there is any arrogancy comes, any negativity comes, we should have a courage to cut it off. And then Hanumanji ka bhala. She was given all these by the Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, all the Devi Devtas. So she carries everything. And then with bhala, which is a symbol of love and compassion from Hanumanji, and do everything. Here is the Ram Bhagwanji's symbol here, Dhanush. Do it with, do not compromise any value system. So do with love and compassion, with righteousness. And then let go, let go, let go. And then Ma's blessing will come. So in other words, these 9 days, live in mass consciousness, whatever we can do. But it is a week of tapasya, as I said, self-discipline, self-control. So live in awareness, think positive, speak good, eat good, hear good, do good. As Satya Sai Baba says, love all, serve all, help ever, hurt never. That's the attitude we should have always, not just in Navdurga time, just all the time. And forgive yourself and others. Whatever happened, then nothing you can do now. So move on with your life and do not complain and criticize. Many times we have a habit of doing it or complaining it. So pay attention. That's why it says self-awareness comes on the top. So live in that awareness. Am I doing that? Am I expecting? Am I giving more, expecting more? So here it says, give more and expect less. Pray, meditate, and let go. Keep praying, meditating, and relax, smile, and enjoy. Be thankful. And once we are enriched with this love and compassion, which is again the symbol of 9, the power of 9, this is all blends together. Then the truthfulness is born with this us, which is called Ram Bhagwanji and Ram Nomi. So, but the key here is removal of egos and vices. Then it will happen. Otherwise, it will not happen. So that's why you see all these 10 heads, not just of Ravana's, but ours, have to be eliminated one by one. And then we can experience the true being who I am. So the benefits are, then automatically we get these benefits. Name, fame, everything comes automatically. Happiness, prosperity, wisdom, Shakti, Bhakti, Mukti, Yukti, everything comes together. So this is the best time of the year to experience, which I put it again in summarizing it with 3 L's, love, light, and liberation. So Anandamai Shakti within, Bhakti, love, and compassion, ultimate peace and wisdom, and Ma's Jyotis. So this is what we experience, and we should have a goal to experience that as much as possible. Though some situations might come and we sidetrack us, but we should come back to this Jyoti and always remember that Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, they are all within us. And this Ma Durga is within us. Ma Kali is within us. Saraswati is within us. Lakshmi, because they're all in the form of pure consciousness. So again, Navratri is much more than just a celebration. It's not just to celebrate, but also to self-transform, experience love, peace, Anandam. And then again, as I said before, love all, serve all, help ever, hurt never. So our sankalpa is live in divine Shakti consciousness and attain the freedom from pains and miseries, and always live in the consciousness of fasting body and mind. So with our sankalpa, thank you very much for joining. Then let's renew ourselves through Navratri. So happy Navratri to all of you. And may Mother Durga shower her blessing of health, happiness, peace, and prosperity on you, your loved ones, and everyone in the universe. This is our prayers, our wishes from the Path to Anandam team. And you are a part of Path to Anandam team. So we are all wishing the whole universe. So thank you very much again.